this video, we cover the following topics. Pivot points are the main joints in the body that can be used to extend the range of motion and achieve more gestural marks. Gestural movement is simply using the body to produce marks with a full range of movements. This helps capture with energy the action expressed by the movement and encourages looser mark making, lending a lifelike feel to compositions and portrayals. Gesture is dynamic and depicts action through movement, preventing stiffness of line. In the upper extremities, the fingers and thumb, wrist, elbow, and shoulder are the main pivot points we will consider. Between the fingers and thumb, the hands have a wide range of dexterity. Muscles can be trained to do virtually anything. Your hands are no different and can be taught muscle memory to manipulate the brush in a variety of manners. While using the fingers and thumb to move the paintbrush, it may produce precise lines and detail. However, it can also lack stability and may be labor-intensive to always paint from the fingers and thumb. Using the fingers and thumb as a pivot point in art offers unparalleled precision and control, making it ideal for detailed and intricate work. This pivot point allows for fine manipulation of tools like pencils, brushes, and pens, enabling artists to execute precise lines, minute details, and delicate textures. The close coordination of small muscles in the fingers and thumb provides a high degree of accuracy, which is essential for activities such as sketching facial features, adding highlights to an illustration, or creating detailed architectural drawings. Although it can be labor-intensive and less stable for prolonged use, the fingers and thumb are indispensable for achieving the highest levels of detail and precision in art. The wrist is the next pivot point. It provides excellent stability, but can be tiresome to work only from the wrist. The wrist creates a greater range of movement than using the fingers and thumb, but also has a more limited range of motion than other pivot points. It's ideal for use with detail in conjunction with a skillful hand. The wrist serves as an essential pivot point for artists due to its balance of stability and flexibility. This joint allows for a broader range of motion than the fingers and thumb, enabling more fluid and expressive strokes while still maintaining a good level of control. The elbow is very stable. Drawing from the elbow has the added benefit of a wider range of motion. It can be placed on a surface and used as a pivot point. Using the elbow as a pivot point in artistic endeavors offers distinct advantages, particularly when it comes to the scope and scale of motion. The elbow allows for a wider range of movement compared to the wrist and fingers, making it ideal for working on larger pieces where broad, sweeping strokes are required. This capability is especially beneficial for artists working on larger size papers and makes it possible to explore gesture with grand fluid motions to convey expression and emotion effectively. Anchoring the elbow, either against the body or on a surface, provides a stable base that helps in creating consistent lines and shapes. The shoulder offers the most range of motion and has the potential to be the most gestural. Using the shoulder lends the possibility of getting the body involved in the motion and gesture. It's worthy of noting that the shoulder can be leveraged by pulling back to produce a straight line. It's also ideal for creating gestural marks like the action line on larger dimensions of paper. Using the shoulder as a pivot point in artistic work is highly beneficial for engaging the whole arm in sweeping, grand motions that are essential for creating large-scale artworks. The shoulder joint offers the greatest range of motion among the upper body pivot points, allowing artists to execute expansive and fluid strokes that add dynamism and bold expression to their pieces. Pivot practice refers to the technique artists employ to achieve steady and precise lines or curves by using a part of their hand or arm as a fixed pivot point. By anchoring a portion of the hand, like the wrist or the edge of the palm, onto the surface, artists can rotate their hand or fingers around this pivot, creating consistent arcs or lines. Similarly, by using the elbow as a pivot, they can achieve larger, sweeping motions. This method ensures better control and stability, especially when trying to render meticulous details or consistent curves. As with any technique, consistent practice using pivot points enhances muscle memory, leading to more fluid and confident strokes over time. It can be helpful to practice using the pivot points using different instruments. For example, practice with a paintbrush, pencil, pen, or other mark-making implement to achieve smooth arcs and lines. Unlock the secrets of watercolor with comprehensive watercolor and interactive guide for learning to paint with watercolor. This one-of-a-kind guide combines detailed explanations, step-by-step instructions, and over 200 embedded videos to help you master techniques and build confidence in your watercolor journey. Whether you're a beginner or looking to refine your skills, this guide has everything you need to grow as an artist. If you're ready to take your watercolor skills to the next level, you can find links to purchase comprehensive watercolor in the description below. Take the guesswork out of choosing watercolor supplies. The Ultimate Watercolor Product Guide is your free resource for making confident choices. The guide includes paint sets, paintbrushes, palettes, and cool tools. This free guide accompanies the book, Comprehensive Watercolor, an interactive guide for learning to paint with watercolor. Download your free copy of the Ultimate Watercolor Product Guide today by clicking the link located in the video description below or visiting mandikins.com. Thank you for watching. Tap the archer to subscribe and the bell to be notified when I post new content. To continue your watercolor journey, click a video from one of the playlists above.